Hello, Jansan. Of course, you have to keep the mask of the channel on the corner side. Alright, alright.
I didn't expect to run into you two here.
I didn't know you guys were fans of it. I'll keep it there, it's fine. Nicole for ZZZ free for Genshin. The problem is that I would have to make it, you know what I mean? It took me actually an entire day to make this Farina one. Also, the reason why I don't have it for Zenless is not it's not because it's Farina and I want a Zenless character. It's because how do I explain it? It's like ever since I changed the motherboard and CPU of my PC, when I'm alt-tabbed from something, the performance of that something performs a lot slower. I don't know why it does that. So like for example, if I keep the Farina there, when I play Zenless, it starts lagging, freezing, and it's just why bother? You know what I mean?
Oh hey, Coach Yansan, what are you doing here all by yourself?
Oh, the new voice.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Alright, it sounds good. Farina or Nicole, pick one.
But seriously,
But
what do you
why?
take me for?
Why would I
Some
pick?
coach from hell? I'd never
Such a
force
cruel
student into
decision.
something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help.
By the way, do you guys hear the audio of the game fine or not? I want to make sure. Yesterday on Zenless I was testing it, and I want to know if it's fine on Genshin as well or not.
The Collective of Plenty
Can you
is
hear
holding a
it
bodybuilding
enough?
competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their
Sounds real
last-minute
similar to the old
workouts
VA.
that we
They did a
run
good
out
job.
of staff for
It
patrols.
sounds similar, but like but it's not like she's trying to sound like the old Paimon, which I really appreciate. It's like she's doing her own voice. You know, that's good, I think.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have
Rule,
a
that's why
last
it's a
minute workout
must.
to do
It's
too?
not.
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training.
Yeah, but
over a
why are
long
we
time
here?
span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
Guys, I don't really understand. Why did we come here? Like, what is our reason to be here?
But more pertinently,
Is it just random?
as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. And there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Okay, I'll change the audio based on what you said, Ren.
Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yansan's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
What's wrong with that?
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
My coach will help
Thank
you
you
out.
both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet.
Sure thing.
Wanna change the audio levels?
We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you?
Alright, so let me see. Old VA hearing this. I mean, yeah. I hope she's seething. Fucking unprofessional ass. That's not okay what she did.
Is this level okay?
Like, let's not sugarcoat it. Let's increase the volume of the music as well. Since I'm doing the story, I think it's appropriate. Background is low, dialogue is medium. Like, would this be fine? Oh man, the Collective of Plenty music is so good. I love it so much. Well, I guess I'll have to run all the way there. I guess. For real, so true. I don't know what she did. Like, you know, there has been a strike going on, right? That's why like characters have been unvoiced. Her and a bunch of other VAs that were striking attacked the new voice actor of Kimich. Like, because they were striking, they recasted Kinich. I don't know why Kinich specifically, and not other characters. But like,
Always a cave here?
after the announcement, they all
take a
started
look,
like
right?
attacking him on Twitter. A bunch of VAs.
There's a hill
And
trail here.
Corina, which was the old VA for Paimon, particularly stood out for just comments that are just unprofessional and inappropriate. Her and Kaylee Mills, right? Which is Kitching's VA. Also, the PNG tuber thing is not working properly because... one second. Let me change some settings on it. Let me make it invisible in the meantime. Because the volume of my microphone lately has been kind of weird. It's like... maybe it got lower or something. Alright, I'm back.
Why is it hiding away here?
Get used to that rock, Matthew. You're going to climb that a lot. What? Why? Good music is why I told you to increase it. Ah. Yeah. There's a Hilichurl.
Huh? It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even Hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Uh-huh. There's something on the ground. How's the volume now?
Shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Really made me realize we're nearing the end. Well, I really enjoyed the Archon quest and Skirks. Oh, you already played both? Jesus, you guys eat this content so fast. Anything must have dropped it and run off.
Paimon bets that Hilichurl.
Well, that's
thought it
nice
was
that you
a
enjoyed it.
priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it?
What?
You look so serious all of a sudden.
What is it?
Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to hibernation chamber on the spaceship. Why is the Traveler saying this? Like, I had no idea what this is.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber?
Okay.
What spaceship?
I'm mostly confused about, like, this memory that we just don't seem to have as players, but the Traveler has.
Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
Like, how is this knowledge that we already have? I don't have it, personally. Spaceship brought us here? What?
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
Did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't drop it? I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and... Like... Okay, no, this is actually really confusing me.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
There are only two of these. One belongs to me and the other to my brother.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
The concept of a spaceship? Yeah, I
The
guess.
simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
The tracker does tend to keep things to themselves unless there's a reason to add them in. I don't get what you mean, Ren. I wonder if the Master Chief is also in hibernation on that spaceship. Yeah, true. He's just there. That sure means your brother was here recently. By extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this
Alright.
is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Ah, there you are.
Oh
Looks
well.
like you
I
went the
guess
extra mile
I guess we
today.
won't need to choose.
Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be
Why,
here
though?
to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh. Yeah, I had a feeling that it was gonna be because of something serious like that. You know? It just seemed like a too much of a coincidence. Yeah, alright. The next factor suspicious to be confirmed. Yeah. Sounds like either is on the move again. Find a way to speak with him in person, and this time I have
I've
to.
heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time?
I love the new
What are they
voice.
after?
It reminds me of the character from my show I really like. Cool. Which character? The concept of spaceship is not that weird as in Senkanomiya. I'm not saying that it's weird. Nobody said that it's weird. He said, I said that like, since when do we have keys of a spaceship? Since when is a spaceship a part of the story? A spaceship is what brought us here. When was this established? I didn't know it.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe.
Also, I see that
But
Freena's
that
kind of
doesn't
covering
tell
the
us
dialogue,
much.
so let me move her a little bit. Actually, should I make her... Let's make her smaller. Like this. There you go. I'm still there. I'm just smaller.
Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there is any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
I'm keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great. Then
Alright.
let's head over together.
Now. Oh, so now was the first time it was established. That's kind of odd to drop it like that, but sure, like it's fine. Small Farina, yes, I became smaller. I want to make use of this jump thing, but it feels like largely useless. Does it have some use that I don't see? Also, would you guys rather have the chat on the top left or in another place? Because like I can move it. I could move it like more to the middle, for example, here if you want it. You know? Because like maybe covering the map there isn't the best thing, you know?
Sure beats taking the short way
Did you do the Spiral Abyss? No, I haven't, but I've heard a lot of talks about the Spiral Abyss, I'll be honest. I was planning to play it, make a video for my second channel, but like, okay, I'm not walking 1,000 meters. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about it for some reason. I don't know. I'm curious to know why. Top right, you say? How come top right? Number 2 is the B word. What is the B word? Beach? Chamber 2. I haven't done it, and I haven't done it because I wanted to keep my first clear for the second channel. And, you know, these days have been kinda busy, so...
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
Does top right really not cover anything? I have a feeling that it covers something on the top right. I'll just put it there for now. I don't know. I feel like this is a better position. I'll leave it here for now. Just let me know if it covers something.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
I feel like most people have their chat, like, there. You know what I mean? And it's probably for a reason.
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same
Is
time.
that the surprise baptism guy? It is! Wait, how popular is this surprise baptism thing? I didn't think, like, people, like, you know, it was already becoming this known thing about
their
Dahlia.
numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
Well, that's That's fine. I mean, like, I do find it like a funny voice line. I just didn't think it was becoming a meme or anything like that. The fact that the traveler had to be woken up kind of makes it clear that hibernation is involved, and this was told in 1.4. 1.4? Okay. That's fine, but I just don't remember it, you know what I mean?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
I'll tell you what, I don't even know what 1.4 added, because I started playing in 1.6. It's a pain. Floor 12 is kind of a pain. Floor 11 was a surprise, though. I can do the earlier floors, not floor 12. I wanted to keep floor 12 for the videos, as I said. You guys will see it if you're interested in my second channel.
Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
The fake Matthew, where I posted the Abyss clears that I do.
Oh, seems unlikely.
And I measure in theater, I guess.
Then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Oh, this one is personal for me.
In what way?
Current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
I wanted to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
Yeah, I also like the Paimon's new voice. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I'm not used to it, but it doesn't sound annoying anymore. And that's like, dude, it just doesn't sound annoying anymore. Feels like I could listen to this voice for longer, unlike the old one.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
You do the web event, you could win 1000 primals. No, I didn't do the web event. Why? Also, win 1000 primals, like, as if. You know what I mean?
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
I even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
I really like the soundtrack of Natlan. I mean, I like the soundtrack of the game in general. It's just that right now I was listening to the Natlan one, the one that it's like in there. It's a really cool one. It's a shame how much hate this region got. I think people will miss it. I think not in the next months, but 1 year from now, people will miss Natlan. It's really not as bad as people say it is. There's like really cool stuff to be appreciated, and maybe with time people will see it. Not to say that the next regions are gonna be worse and they're gonna be Miss Natlan or anything like that. I just mean that, like, you know. Oh, what the fuck was happening there? What happened there? Dahlia was just running on its own. I don't like the Night Soul. Me neither. Me neither, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the Night Soul mechanic, but I don't know if it's for the same reason as mine. Oh, Silali. Peak is about to take place here.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lolly out of the house.
Is that so?
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes.
Right.
What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
Yeah, true.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
Yes.
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes?
Look, it's an art.
Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader who the real villains are. I feel like this dialogue is kind of important. Anyone else? Did you get Skirka? I actually did. Somehow I did. He's singing. So stupid. If I were him, I'd have changed that name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far.
No,
Hey,
it's
let's
fine.
save the chat for later. We've got
Why is she trying to respect the Abyss Order?
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily...
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I even have a gazillion characters to do so. Isn't that nice? Oh. Yeah, having a fifth character always makes it so awkward for me. Like I never know like which button I should be pressing. I even care. Way too many.
Much better.
For my
That's
liking.
more like it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Mm-hmm.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
Yeah, right. The NPCs came to the rescue.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
We're saved!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Oh, apparently there are more enemies to fight. Maybe the NPCs did save the day after all. Maybe I'm the real NPC here. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay, NPCs, I need your help. I need your help. I'm pressing the wrong buttons and I'm dying. Okay, I don't need your help anymore. Oh.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it.
What is it, sucking energy?
Yeah, a burst of flavor. This order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance.
One of you guys said that I should wait to ult, right? After I do my first normal attack string.
Warriors,
Is that so or not?
after them.
Also, can I... No. Sidlali cannot sprint by getting the Phlogistons, right? She can only jump higher by doing this, right? My Twitch went down. No! Wait, did your Twitch go down or my live went down? Are you guys still there?
This is fun. You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind.
Just the abyss will pay the price.
I really like her movement. It feels like
Up to the freezer.
I can't explain it. Like her movement feels like she's kind of like swimming in the
No
air.
mercy.
You know what I mean?
This strong
Oh, you ignore Twitch chat, so no.
Good
Fuck
work,
you. I'm not
everyone.
ignoring Twitch chat. I'm reading the story. Come on. You see that one guy who was ranting about bad Genshin, but he made a mistake of calling Genshin music generic, and he was absolutely burnt and thrown out. People turned his response into Genshin soundtrack playlist. No, I didn't see this at all, but yeah, sounds like poor rage bait. But I got a quadruple 5-star pull on ZZZ and got Yishuan for all of them. Just send it for should I send it for M6? I mean, if you want to, might as well, right? 4 Yishuans? Sure. What's holding you back? You see, now I'm caught up with chat.
All bark and no bite.
True, Paimon.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least.
Cliff
And
time?
ideally, a whole speech
What did I
acknowledging
do?
the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind.
This was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology. Ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might. True. True.
Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
True.
The
True.
stronghold cleared. This area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
I got no Chi-Chi in Genshin. You mean like you still don't have Chi-Chi? I mean, would you like her? Because like most people don't. The stronghold clear, this area should be safe for the time being, but still something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like
So she's
that.
saying we're being distracted? Like this is a
So
distraction
you're
or
saying
what?
There's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
Also, what did you send, Ida? Let me see. What is this? We get this, and we spit it there. Hawk 2. Alright. Forget that I just made that joke. What? Why did you send this? The Hawk 2. I mean, sure. Send a Hawk 2 clip, I guess. Photoshop be holding them back? Why? What about Photoshop? So we're no. Why is there a Studio Abyss Order's objective back to square one? I could only get the Either to talk to me. I could get answers for all of us. Heading back to the Collectible Plenty. Like he's our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that.
Like, are we just...
You're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious.
Are we just able to
Maybe you can finally get some answers.
travel from one tribe to the other multiple times a day with no effort
Wait,
whatsoever?
You're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Like, are teleports like a canonical thing that the Traveler does? Like, do they use the teleports canonically or what? Because, like, you know, they usually walk around. And I was just thinking, you know, like, can we really just go from Collectible Plenty to Masters of the Nightwind to Collectible Plenty? All in the, you know, it's not even... I mean,
You two.
unless it's
See, Lauren and I
sunset
will
by
take
the time
care
we
of
get
things
there,
here.
you know what I mean? It's like, kind of odd. Where to climb that rock again? Oh my fucking god. Okay, maybe we put, how do you call that? Like the temporary teleporter? Okay. The rock. Time to climb the rock again. Have you climbed your rock today? No, please. I've had enough. I don't want to climb the rock again. Do I really have to put a party that's like good for climbing this motherfucking rock? This rock. I'm calling it rock because you're calling it rock. But it is a little bit of a mountain, is it not? I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Damn, you are? Do you also like Latinas? That's something that Shadow the Hedgehog does. That's what I've heard, at least.
We're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Lally are waiting for us.
It seems pretty empty, to be honest. Like, even looking for clues here seems kind of...
the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows?
I mean, they could have given it to someone important.
Missing, and that's that.
They could have given it to someone important who was then turned into a Hilichurl. Like, is that really not plausible? Hope your streaming is going well.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
it is.
Someone's here. Please help me.
Oh, it's her. We saw her in the live stream. I was gonna say, we actually got all the characters that we wanted to get today. So that's nice.
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
What the fuck?
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong?
She tripping
Are you
or?
hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
I'm literally chill. You need to get out of here. Oh.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
Okay. Let's calm down here. I'm still protecting you. You don't need to be like
Savior.
a bitch about it.
Savior?
Savior. Okay, that's right. Call me Savior. Glaze me more. Yes, I shall save you from these evil rift hounds with the power of my sword. Oh. Oh my god, just get hit. Ha. Ha. There you go. Quite amazing, am I right?
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Well, try one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
What? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
What?
I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's
Oh,
all.
come on. Come on. Why? Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but like...
Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for
Deirdith.
saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
As long as
Mm-hmm.
they're visible. So,
Mm-hmm.
what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Wait, let me read chat. Only the traveler can use the canonical teleports, and playable characters can use the temporary teleports. At least the vision wielders. Really? Really? He's Daredevil.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Who's Daredevil?
I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
No.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
What I mean, there's more monsters than the monsters. I never do something so horrendous.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly,
I was blowing my nose. This time around I muted.
how bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Oh. There's a cave nearby. We rest there for now.
Good idea. We'll take you.
Do I mute? Okay, fine. I'll bless your ears with it again.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around.
As much despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around,
I'm gonna
alright?
stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Damn.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Be all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
That's the second
The
time
savior.
you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Uh-huh.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why
Yeah.
you were lost for words when you first saw
You're stalking
her.
me now. Unbelievable.
Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so...
But I guess I will be the savior of you people. I guess I will bless you with my
I
saving,
don't think it's
as
her.
the saviors do.
What?
Oh, what?
But didn't you say
What?
that
No.
everything matched?
I am the savior. How dare you?
Everything except the gender. The
Oh.
savior was described as a young man.
Also, it's either
Oh,
that
for
little
goodness
bastard
sake,
stealing my spotlight.
gender
I'll show you,
requires being a
savior.
Really?
I'll kill your savior right in front of you. How dare you? How dare you? No. I am the savior. I am the savior. Gender doesn't matter here. Really, gender requirements to be a savior, really.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Well, it makes more sense.
Who? Who is it?
Since you didn't sunk the tower, you don't know about the doomsday. Oh my god, you're still on that fucking Fontaine tower? No, I will not sink that fucking tower. No, I won't do it. Damn it.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
That's gonna be complicated, and
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
what tower? Nothing. Don't ask about it.
Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
They're still going on for that tower. They are.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Might just keep the tower there, you know? Just not sync it on purpose. I will look up the quest that does it and purposely not play it, watch someone else play it. Just so I don't do it. Might stand a better chance if we work together. Have you always believed that Doomsday will come? Yeah, I hate these options.
Yes,
Just fuck off.
everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
Uh-huh.
But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
I mean, is it? Is it really? For good conviction, I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order. What?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
Get a hold of yourself.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
I'll be honest, I'm starting to think that something tragic might happen to this NPC. Because it almost seems like they want us to care about her. You know what I mean? So she's being like all cutesy, like, oh, I can't keep eye contact. You know? And then she
I'm
fucking
sorry.
dies in this
Please forget
quest.
that I
It's
said
like,
anything.
what? No!
Let's just
My wife!
leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Doesn't she have like a
What a
broken ankle or
mysterious
something?
girl.
Like,
We should definitely keep an eye on her.
yeah, like, are we gonna leave her alone?
Hey, at
Really?
least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed.
Okay, at least she seems to like you, and it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother once she's healed.
This is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Alright. To the Masters of the Night Window we go! Okay, we teleport there. Yeah, you see, like, we're teleporting around. So then, if they use the teleport canonically, then why don't they always use the teleport? When they have to travel, like, long distances. Kinda just doesn't make much sense, does it?
Surprise baptism.
Ah, I got that surprise baptism. That's nice.
Oh, you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
There is a service fee? What? You mean about teleporting? Because the traveler... traveling is what they do. No, but like, listen. If we need to go quickly somewhere, because it's important, then we should just teleport. Like sometimes they actually just travel there. You know what I mean? They just walk there. It's like, why would you do that if you can teleport? I didn't know it was like a canonically what they do use. And if they do use it, I assume that there was like a drawback to using it. Maybe like you can teleport like once a day or something. You know what I mean? Like, not once a day, but like, do you get it? Like a reason why they don't always teleport.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure. Because the Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either.
Do it for the vibes. Okay. I guess they do it for the vibes. We'll roll with that.
In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock. But for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd...
Oh,
Okay.
but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
But I'm the greatest one. Let's make this very clear, Paimon. I'm the greatest hero of all times.
Great. Thanks, you...
Right. They do when it's an urgent emergency. Remember, he teleported halfway across Leo in seconds during the Hu Tao Lantern ride.
Yeah.
But do they always teleport in case of emergencies? I just feel like probably somewhere along the way they didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Yeah, sorry, don't recall.
That's to be expected. You took point, and I was much further back in the ranks. I saw you, though. You were a great inspiration to us all.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Well, don't let your guard down.
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious.
Hey, can you review my Arlecchino, please? How do I check that? Second. Give me 1 second. I'll do it when I get out of this dialogue.
But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Sutra is the guy who helped in the beginning of the quest with Sidlali. Oh wait, when he meant when he was referencing helping, did he mean then? Just like, you know, like a little bit ago? I thought he meant like during the war in Natlan.
Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Damn.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers.
He didn't sound that energetic saying it or anything. What was the line again? There'll be no match for us. So true. So true. Bro's already dead. Alright. You wanted me to check your Arlecchino, correct? Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a bitch. Is it fine if I don't pull it up on screen? Because it would be kind of difficult to pull it up on screen, I'll be honest. It's not that difficult, I'm just feeling lazy, you know what I mean? I'll check it real quick. Lumidu's Elegy on a Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy, 80-226. 125 VR. 121 EM. Well, seems good. The feather is really good, right? Or am I seeing things? Yeah, no, the feather is really good. The sands is good. Really good. The goblet... goblet is good. The circlet... no, it's a good build. I really don't know what to say. I don't know how good Lumidus Elegy is on Arlecchino, but the build is good. Then you have to see about the weapon. Yeah, I don't know. I've never even heard it as an option, Lumidus Elegy. Do you not have anything else? Oh my fucking god, no! Okay, listen, I got up from my chair and my headset unplugged. Unplugged, no! Okay, now I can hear again. Can hear everything again. I've been blessed with the auditory sense. Isn't that wonderful? Last then, fuck off. I want to talk to Cantalo here. Good build, good build.
Is that too minor?
Probably better than Maya,
What
I'll be
brings you
honest.
here? Is this
And
like
the EM is also like a good amount to the point that you probably don't even need to switch to an EM build if you ever feel like using a vape team. So that's good. That's convenient as well. I'd be proud of that build if I had it. So you should be too.
I wasn't.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It is indeed. It is indeed. You should be nervous. Maybe even more.
Be nervous?
Try to compliment
What
me.
if I
Try
say
to
something wrong?
maybe
Or-
that helps
or if
relieve
my
tension, you
posture's
know?
bad, or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face.
Flatter me.
One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial
Matthew glazing too
expressions.
much? No, Matthew glazing not enough. Please, do go ahead. Glaze me.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small
Greatest
favor
hero
to
for you.
ask.
Paimon guess. An autograph, right?
May I challenge you to a fight?
Bro, I'll beat you up, man. Why do you want to fight?
How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time?
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Think it's a fair request? What are you waiting for? Bring it on. Okay. Do we really have to beat this guy up? Do we really have to do that? Imagine Matthew loses to this guy? Bro. You really think that the greatest hero ever would lose to this fucking NPC? Come on. What do you take me for?
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
I can beat you up again.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you.
He seems to like
Your
it.
tone has changed all over again.
May I
Now
challenge you
gotta
to a
spar
fight?
with the Traveler. What gives?
True. That's the energy that this guy is giving.
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond
You're planning
by
on finishing the
sparring.
Archon quest
And now
today?
that
I mean,
I've
I
had a
thought I was
bout with
going
the
to,
hero,
but like,
we're
is
no
it really
longer
long?
strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
It's really long. I could just, you know, do one part today and do one part tomorrow.
To each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Close to 2 hours. All right, then
Not at all.
how progressed
Never
am I so
spotted any
far?
new enemy movements.
We can do it all
As
today.
Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
You're back.
So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
What? Ignore Paimon.
Traveler, you're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In
True.
fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in
Jesus.
that state.
Just saying it to her face is wild.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover.
Oh, I thought she was gonna get more upset about it.
I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
And something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Especially since you're here, said Lali. Might as well ask one more question.
Sure, what is it?
He does seem a lot more sobered up than before, for some reason. Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
You mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm
What?
not that old!
I agree, it's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Tell the two about what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived.
Oh, is she getting jealous? Come on, it's fine. They were cringe anyways. Not like you, Silali.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact. Whether that be hand-holding or otherwise.
She's actually upset about it.
But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Yeah.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Oh, she's
Okay,
actually
well, you're
jealous.
clearly just jumping to conclusions.
You think she's a spy? Do you think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard
Let's
to
go
know
with
what
spy.
to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Alright. We're going back. Oh my god. I cannot wait to climb the rock again. Oh my god. There's nothing I look forward to than climbing the rock. How many times have we done this? 3? 4? How many? Little did he know he was going to climb the rock again. Oh my god. There's nothing that I look forward to in my day than... there's nothing that I look most forward to than climbing in Genshin. To this fucking cave spot again. Oh man, I really cannot wait to do that again.
Here we are. Edith will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and move in carefully. Very carefully now. Very quiet. Oh, what? Oh, she's on guard.
Watch out!
No. She was probably just trying to defend, you know, like,
No, it was you.
yeah.
I thought
Come
it
on,
was
she's
the
not a traitor. Come on,
monsters coming
guys.
to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, you really did. You
I
really
wasn't
fucked up
thinking
this time.
straight.
I'll have to kill you. If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge. That might still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
You starved that fast?
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak.
What's up with Paimon?
Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
She lied.
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough.
Yeah, but apparently my gender's not good enough to be your savior. Unbelievable.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
And I have to cook for you. Who do you take me for? Your personal cook? Your chef? You are unbelievable.
Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
We're eating Paimon today. Finally, the emergency food that came in handy. This is the emergency in question.
I am so full.
And the question
Thanks
is
for
that
saving me.
you starve to
Again.
death fast?
Starvation feels like a distant
What?
memory now.
She starves to death in an hour and a half? Like, bro. Not even 1 day without eating, you starve in an hour and a half. Like, what the fuck? We're still streaming? Indeed. Like, for how long has she not been eating?
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deardith.
Jesus.
Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
Yeah. Thought you were gonna start with that, and the temporarily pass unbearably slow. Oh.
When I was young,
That's
I
interesting.
used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you.
What?
But
What is
also
unclear?
not really.
I think she made herself perfectly clear here.
Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Yeah.
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior, but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Okay, that's... anyways, am I right?
One day. If only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
Which the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. I mean, she's not. She's clearly not. It doesn't sound like she's brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Come on, stop!
Can you see them now?
Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. Damn. We even use our geo powers here.
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Don't worry, Paimon. I'll be fine.
A little amuse-bouche. Surprise baptism. West wind. Fearless.
I used the wrong skill. I got a burst. Do damage. Otherwise, I don't do any. Perish. There. Oh, another one? Wait. I know. My mouse ran out of battery. Help! Help, Paimon! Please, please break the wall that I made. Right, I plugged it to the cable again. We're now charging the mouse. Is your internet okay? Twitch keeps having hiccups for me.
Did you get all of them?
I think it is fine on my internet, because otherwise OBS and the YouTuber would tell me here in the stream health section. It seems to be fine. Let me check Twitch though, because like maybe I am having problems on Twitch specifically. Let me check. Oh, it just says excellent. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just like a, you know, couple of flukes. I don't know.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith?
Deirdith. What's up with the pose?
Deirdith? Hey, it's okay.
Was she striking a pose?
Anymore?
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You're not a thinker, Deirdith.
Spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Sounds reasonable to me too.
All right.
Baby's down bad for us. Yeah, she really is.
Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
As you stare at the hibernation chamber, Kenya. No! Soon a vivid dream fills your mind. Couldn't even read, man. This is the Night Kingdom? Oh! Oh! Bro, you're just there! What, is he looking for me too? I'm here! Brother, I'm here. Oh, it's just a dream. I thought we were... Our consciousness went here. Wait, are we dreaming or not? Headache, it's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Who's
a
talking?
blood-red sky.
No music for this?
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
A dream I just had. Oh. Also, that's why we had that dream.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
You holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
You better not be trying to pull a fast.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I saw either in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind, the memory's gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
I mean, shouldn't we team up? Like, we're doing the same thing, are we not?
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so how about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Okay. Hold on, I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
So this time she's not seeing these things.
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet. The tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Okay.
Woohoo! All done! They're
You can see them all with the power of friendship. Real.
Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deirdith can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away?
This is really interesting. I don't know if I should just voice my thoughts. I feel like I'm gonna come across as stupid, so I won't. But what happened to the famous yes? Nothing. Just didn't see a context worthy of the yes. That's all.
Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night.
Want to hear your theory about who she is? No, I don't have a theory about who she is, but it seems interesting that okay, listen. If only she could see things and I couldn't see them, it would be one thing. But the fact that I can also see things that she can't makes this a lot more interesting to me. Because since she's from Kynria, it reminds me of that line that's in the chapter preview. 1 second, I'll pull it up. Because if you don't know what I mean, I just wanna put it. Listen.
Most
Sorry, the audio was really loud.
are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
And then he's talking about Kynria here, right? Like the Kynria chapter. In the hidden corners where God's gaze does not fall. And it's like, it's interesting that we can't see some things, and she can't see some things. It almost feels like it almost feels like she exists, right? But she exists, like she somehow exists in the same world, but like we you know, like we wouldn't be able to see some things that how to explain it, like some things, some, for example, monsters, it's like, how to explain it, it's almost as if she's in the same world that we are, but like you know, but it's like we can't interact. Like right now we can, okay, but like if we couldn't see her, it's almost like she would be in this world. Like, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that she doesn't see the world the way we do. She still sees it as Khaenri'ah. That's the way I see it. Does that make sense? And I see the world in this way, but she sees it in that other way. And like, Khaenri'ah is still there, and Khaenri'ah people are still there, and there's like different monsters. Do you get it? Do you get it? And it's like, and that's the way Khaenri'ah people are able to exist within Teyvat. It's by existing in a way that, you know, the gods are not able to see them.
We gotta go. Bye for now.
It's like we share the same world, but at the same time we don't see each other's.
See ya, and please.
But somehow we're being able to see her. Somehow. And maybe it has to do with that spaceship key. Alright. Let us proceed. What's your thoughts now in all caps? I did.
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Okay.
Huh? But how?
You just casually dropped it. Venti sees Kaya. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's like that for... it's different. It's different. Like, I'm not saying that every Khaenri'ah is like that. I don't know. It's also like something that I'm thinking on the moment. It's not like I thought through. Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start.
Like, okay.
Good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
It's almost as if like the ancient civilization and the current one are living at the same time. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? Like, Kaya is not part of the ancient civilization. You know? Like, he might have Khaenri'ah origins, but he is not. Like, you know, one of those old ones. You know what I mean? I feel like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. This is good news, right? Why do you still look so serious?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
I'm gonna unplug the mouse. If it runs out of battery, then too bad. I don't like having the cable in.
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Chat, who is it? Is it Skirk or is it Dainsleif? Put your guesses.
I'm
If you
only
didn't play
recounting
it.
what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent.
No.
But still, we have to identify this person.
I think it's Skirk,
Assuming they're
but I
a
hope it's
neutral
Dainsleif
party,
instead.
We'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly, they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Oh, so it is Dainsleif? Is that what they're assuming? Okay, no. If we're assuming that it's Dainsleif, then it's definitely Skirk. It's definitely Skirk. Like, I already thought they meant Skirk, but like now that they're spelling it out, like, oh, it must be Dainsleif, then it's 100% Skirk. 100,000% Skirk. Remember when Mawika said, all past, present, and future exist? True. True, actually. Wait, hold on. My theory might actually be valid. Oh my god. Yeah, I said something smart. Oh, it's actually Dainsleif.
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah,
It would have been nice if it was Kirk.
we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Yansan. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif.
Oh my god, it is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Please don't abandon us for another year. I love you so much, Dainsleif.
Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
And he's unvoiced.
Please don't mind him,
Oh
Yansan.
my god.
He always talks like that, but
You didn't wait 1 year for him to be unvoiced. No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
It's quite alright. Uwezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance.
I'm glad to see you, Dainsleif, but now I wish you weren't here.
Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Yansan! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
What the fuck? Why do you talk to him like that? Jansan, yes, I'll remember the name. But I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle. What? He now became racist or something? Fine, since you helped break this stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh,
This one.
so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new
You
info
can hear
about the
Jansan's
Abyss
VA
Order for us?
fangirling
Any idea
over
where they're trying to
Dainsleif.
achieve in this war,
Is
for
that so?
example?
To start or whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example? Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I'm none of the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
It's such a shame that he's unvoiced. Mainly the Razor Sword, true. Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. They're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it. I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. So he doesn't know what they're doing, but he intends to just consume their entire fucking army or something. That's basically the plan with Dainsleif. Okay. That doesn't sound like much of a plan, but I guess it can work. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right, the ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Can we really do that? I don't know, it just seems like an impossible task.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane?
He just said, right. Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy in front has put him in a good mood. Well, I can't tell. He's not voiced. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So he's here in person. Unsurprising, given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. That girl called him the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. Well, it makes sense with my theory, right? In which, like, as you said before, is like, you know, like the past coexists with the present. So the cataclysm has happened, but it also has not happened yet. Like, currently, it hasn't happened yet.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vincer King and the entire court of Kynaria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with him... Oh, sorry, I can't read. They made it sound as if with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Kynaria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Sorry. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vincer King's lust for power.
Huh. Sounds like the people of Khaenri'ah really believed in him.
Is that why Either is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Khaenri'ah savior? That certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she's descended from pure blood Khaenri'ah afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also,
Okay.
why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider that, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. By the way, how long do we still have? Because, like, I would like to drink, you know? Water. I'm quite thirsty. And I don't know if I should go get it now or later. Fuck it. I'll go get it now. 1 second, gamers. I'm back with water. And I even brought some crackers. Might as well, right? Let's go to Dainsley. You're done around Ha. Okay. Gaming. Sounds quite gaming.
Let's stir things up. Go for it.
No, we can't give them that much time. Okay, guys, since I'm eating some crackers, I won't be reading out loud anymore, okay? So, quick to read Dainsleif's dialogues.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place.
What the hell is the Cinder City?
This is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
I can read them. I just
Our
can't
army
read
is
it out
almost
loud.
ready, and we've sent a message to Malwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon. I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
You're gonna go on your own?
That's crazy.
Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support
Nah,
your
Dwin.
decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif,
We can go
I
there
wish
with
you
him.
the very best of luck.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Janssen, I'm a big fan, so he's always right. True. She does seem to respect him a lot.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan? It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Holy shit. We actually get to use him. Holy, he's there. Look! He's there! Ain't that kind of crazy? I wanna be less OP. I wanna use weaker characters, otherwise I'm gonna just fucking delete the enemies. I wanna enjoy it, you know? Like, go, Dainsleif! Holy shit. That was a lot of damage. Surprise baptism. Oh, I wish he was voiced so fucking much, man. Go, Dainsleif!
Witness the power. Off to the breather. Boost on the loose.
He's there now. Go surprise baptism him. True.
Mine to wield.
Go, Dana! Go! Oh my god, he's so broken.
From the one we fought with the Anson. No one's backing down.
Chat.
They're fighting back with
He's eventually becoming playable, right? What element do you think he's going to be? Because my guess is Pyro.
Rain outlines your fate. Grain cutter. Adaptive frosting. The Pinnagovac. West wind carries.
Go, Dana! Get rid of the shield! Yes and yes, like Pyro. Dude, imagine if he had like an actual ability like that. Like that he just instantly gets rid of like elemental shields. You know how Zhongli like does more damage to how do you call it? To the Geo shields, right? Maybe Dainsleif has like an ability that like just when you use it, like when you cast his burst, all elemental shields like that get hit are like instantly depleted. How would you guys feel about that? I think that would be kind of cool. It's crazy because like I think it would be kind of cool, but like I could imagine the uproar from the community. It makes me kind of sad to think about that. It makes me feel like they can't follow their creative ideas because then they would have people bitching about, oh my god, how dare they? Oh my god, they paywalled destroying shields. Oh my god. And it's like it's, you know, it's probably something that they added in there just for lore reasons, you know what I mean? How do you guys feel about it? You know, it started off as like a conversation about, oh, what Dainsleif could have, and it now became this, man, they really can't do shit without people just being on their asses 24/7.
A little moose boosh. Goose on the loose. Rain out.
Maybe the way to make it without people saying this kind of shit is have it so like Dainsleif can do that, but maybe in the Abyss he doesn't one-shot them. Maybe he just does like a good chunk of damage. You know what I mean? Like he could have it as like this passive, and then it says that it doesn't work in Abyss. He doesn't one-shot them in Abyss, but he would still do like a good amount of damage. Maybe he applies like 4 units of whatever. You know what I mean? On one side we have Exploding Dane, and on the other side we have Escoffier. Goose on the loose, Rio.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
What? Oh shit, the Baptist? So we're about to witness the surprise baptism? It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
Where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. Oh man, these lines would be so badass if they were voiced. Oh man. As soon as it's voiced, I want to go back and watch them. I hope we hear soon from some of the VAs. Like Dainsleif, you know. I also really want Albedo back. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won. With that, can you still turn the tide of this war?
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
What?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction.
Sure, the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction.
Used the loom of fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the loom of fate?
Is that why we could see that girl?
Wait. Does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no. This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived.
Straight up. Straight up. Just said in a dialogue box like this by this fucking boss.
And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them.
I think stuff, you know, is about to get real very, very soon.
Lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Shall forget the struggles that have sorry. And all of my comrades that you have slain, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years and begin their lives anew in a Kynria restored to life. What a load of dribble. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. You're more to reviving a homeland and just weaving its way.
Right.
Oh my god.
Reweaving
its ley lines.
Such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just rewove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moeka and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
One simple question. If Kynria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Anything amiss? Are there signs that I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but...
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Uh-huh. Different dimension, she says. Okay. But how do we see her? Like, how do we see her? I don't remember the name of the girl. Also vaguely remember seeing either in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. Sure, let's go with this. Couldn't see the monster that Deerdith could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sights after making physical contact. Are they all good conclusions, by the way? Are all three of them good conclusions? Just wondering. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Deerdith. If she's Kynrian like Dane suspects, and that means this revived Kanaria that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Deerdith has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. Why would he say this, though? Okay, right now my mind is jumping to another conclusion, to yet another conclusion, okay? But like, I'm not gonna say it. The notion that Kanaria has been revived is preposterous, unless I see it with my own eyes. I refuse to entertain it. Will it say? Nah. The is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. The? Fellas. Okay. Okay, it's just that it would help if Dainsleif was voiced. I need to know what emotion he's feeling, to know if he's actually feeling the stuff that he's saying or not. But like... No, actually, no, it's wrong. I was gonna say, like, well, even if Kanaria was revived, right? Then, wouldn't it be bad if people knew about it? Wouldn't it cause another cataclysm? For Kanaria to be revived and not be fucking obliterated again? It would have to be in complete secret, so no one has to know about it. So Dainsleif is saying basically that he's not saying this, but he's saying not to believe him, because even in the case that is true, you know, word mustn't go out. But like at the same time, we are like witnesses or whatever the fuck. Like we're not tied to ley lines and all that bullshit. So at the same time, we could know. There would be no issue. You know what I mean? We, like us, the protagonists, we could know. So it's actually not a problem. I think Dainsleif is actually just being a bit dense, I guess. Obstinate fools. He sounds really upset. I mean, he looks upset from what I can read. I wish I could actually hear it. Get rid of his shield, Dainsleif. Come on, go ahead.
Off to the freezer. At first, the flavor. Rain cutter.
He actually one-phase him. Boom. Done. Kanaria wasn't destroyed because it was Kanaria. Kanaria was destroyed in order to contain the cataclysm. In order to contain the cataclysm. I thought...
but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all.
I thought Kanaria was destroyed because they basically progressed too far. As in, like, you know? Like, there are some things that are not to be messed with in this world, right? And the gods basically punish you if you do that. For example, didn't they have, like, infinite energy? Like, no. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you evolve? No. You stay down there as like a primitive being. Not like us gods. Be gone. And they just destroy everything. To contain the cataclysm. Okay. Okay, then I really don't understand how it works. I'll go read it later.
Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
This is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her. Talk to her what? Talk to her about all this. Understand you think she might be from the revived Kanaria, yes? I've said my piece. I doubt Kanaria could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. But why don't you come with us? I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup, but perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Alright, fine. Wait, he's fine, right? He's immortal, no? Oh, your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake, I should have made sure you were dead earlier. Curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden. Hayden? Is there someone else?
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Okay. Your arrogance and
Any
malice.
attempts of getting the Abyss involved into this world is dealt with swiftly and with no mercy, as Yohal Tecton put it. RAR the Xbox Wings description. Ren_725 used TTS.
And what about it? Abyss attempts of getting the Abyss involved into this world is dealt with swiftly and with no mercy. I still don't get it. Your arrogance and malice cost you all over my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Jesus Christ.
Finally had enough. You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
It was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Canara, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
Alright, I believe
Jesus.
you. Still, aren't you at least a little
Once again, like, these are probably the hardest fucking voice lines that Dainsleif
down?
got so far, and they're unvoiced.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the Prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
Suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years, otherwise I'd have never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
So he was a complete bitch. All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received a corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertalogi was a prosecutor for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. Wait, Sertalogi is a guy? I don't know why I thought it was a female. It's a guy? Prosecutor following the spirit of the knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. Jesus. It's kind of like Skirk, right? We've seen in the teaser that she says about you know, her limbs. No, was it in the teaser or did I read it somewhere that her limbs are also gone, and like she uses like the abyss stuff to replace them, basically. There's little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? It's like Skirk was treated this way. But she actually really cared about what, like child's limbs or something. Like she had a voice line about saying, you know, was in the Twitter posts. Okay. You wore a mask. Wait, did you not hear him in the Skirk animation? Dude, the voices are in Japanese. I don't know if I'm supposed to recognize anyone. Was it Sertalogi speaking? What? Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
Wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Dainsleif slowly closes his eyes. Countless memories of Khaenri'ah flood into his mind. All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched onto the heart and mind. Okay, bro. But like, that is way too fast. I can't read that.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
Not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient. As long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
Yeah, so it's in the process.
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing. Its purpose was to supply the Loom with memories within it. Wasn't it? Sorry, I don't know what I said at the end.
Indeed. We are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. Will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
That's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation and access my memories? So be it. A few of my fading memories are for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Loom of Fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the Loom of Fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete.
New Kynria. Is he lying again? Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Bruce is torturing him. What the fuck? He's actually sick. And then we get this silly Natlan song. Oh my god. Oh my god, do we have to climb the rock? Don't tell me. Don't tell me that it's time to climb the rock, please. Okay, no, we're not going to the rock. What a nice song. What an appropriate song for the moment. Goodbye, Dahlia. Fly away without the camera. You're free, my little bird. You're free. Fly. Oh. Hear this? Are you okay? Something happened? What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? So the Cataclysm is happening right now? Is this where Deirdre is right now? So she really is.
Not from the same world, are we?
No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met?
And now we give her the key at the start of the quest.
That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
So this already happened. So he did the same thing that we're doing right now. This already happened.
Huh? What is it?
This is her future. This is her fate. I actually get the choice. Well, we haven't seen how this story ends. I wouldn't want to mess with it, right? I would give it. I'll give it. It's like, even if stuff were to repeat, you know? Maybe we do keep it. I want to see it. I think it's just gonna be dialogues, though. No, I want to give it. I want to give it. I'm sorry. I would pick give it, I think. Or maybe do we keep it to change fate, change everything. Okay, let's keep it. Since you also want to see it, let's keep it. No, seems wrong to keep it. Stuck here for a few minutes because I didn't know what to pick. Would I give her the key for a paradox thing? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well. I'll just give it. I'll just give it. We can look it up on YouTube. What happens if you keep it? This is her future. It is her fate. Did everything stop? Oh. So that's what happened. Mr. Roth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. Okay, listen. This being an unvoiced is diabolical. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Either you knew all this, I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Kynaria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Deirdith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, that she brought me news of you. The irony was that even as she desperately begged to save the world. I was stunned and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. Then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So she actually did it? We've been separated ever since I awakened in Tevat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Khaenri'ah was in equally desperate need of my help. Knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then, when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? Couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. My actions 500 years ago in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Astaroth? My actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Okay, give me 1 second. This is a little confusing. My actions 500 years in the future. Why in the future? Oh, like as in our present? Okay. Okay, I get that. Meredith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. We hoped that the Savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead the news that she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. Oh, so I should have kept it. I should have kept the key. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Khaenri'ah really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I always thought that Tevat lines were locked by the heavenly principles, and no more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Tevat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space. That's what I said! Chat, that's what I said! I mean, I didn't say this, but like, you know? Oh my god! Actually smart! Actually smart! The superimposition is what allowed you and Deirdith to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. But what I understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. One day I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Khaenri'ah so important to you? Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as her prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Khaenri'ah. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me, but even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Oh, damn. Damn, this would have been so cool. Oh my god, why is it unvoiced? Why is it unvoiced, for the love of God? I don't know why, but the way you're talking, it just doesn't sound like you at all. Either. This whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumina. We will begin anew at the end of your journey. So, did he use it?
Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you.
I guess I am.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt.
Emotions in this part are amazing. Yeah, they must have been. If only we had dialogue. Yeah, I'm sure. I was really touched by the performance of the VAs.
Hmm? What's wrong? You look upset.
Like, this is exactly the reason why I didn't play Paralogism. Like, you can argue that this quest is more important than Paralogism, but I, as an Albedo fan, didn't wait years. I did not wait years for that voice to be missing in that quest. I will play it when voices are there, and until then, I will not play Paralogism.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
It's fine, I just need some time to take everything in. Paralogism is equally important. Yeah, I have a feeling that it is. It's just that I've seen that a lot more people, even Genshin haters, are calling 5.7 like a good patch. But they wouldn't say the same about 5.6, despite the fact that it has just as much shit. You know what I mean?
And learned quite a lot.
Spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
Did. We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now.
Yeah, no,
So
speaking of, like, Paimon in general, when do you guys think that we'll get, like, more lore when it comes to Paimon? Like, get to know more stuff about her. You gave her the key, which she used to prove that she did meet us, and that we were looking for him, which put the twin in a tough situation whether to come wake us up or stay and fight with Canria. He chose the former, and that's where we start the game. That's where we start the game. Really? Not cry? What about not cry? But we seemed to be awake there. We weren't asleep at the start of the game. Yes, Paimon. Oh, you mean like Lauren about Paimon? You say not cry? You expect it to be there? Alright.
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too. I would never have expected that.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but...
I'm thinking around the start to middle of Znezhnaya. Yeah, because like I don't think it's gonna be in Not Cry, to be honest. I think it's gonna be in Znezhnaya. It's just because okay, it's a little bit of a meta thinking, but Not Cry, it's more like an addendum that they decided to put. It's like an extra. And like if they always wanted to expand on Paimon's lore, then it should have been a chapter that they always expected to make. So either Znezhnaya or Khaenri'ah. You know what I mean? Yes, he woke us and we ran away. Really. But is this your theory or is this confirmed? Like, I just want to make sure that, like, you know...
During the war with the Abyss,
I'm understanding.
Malika had an
Like,
argument with
are the things that you're saying, like, actually... Like, oh, this is what actually happened? Or are you saying it like, oh, I'm connecting the dots. It should be like this.
Malika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines.
Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines.
She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one.
Just given this quest timeline, yes, this is what happened.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Um.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Oh, I love Varessa. I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first. Where? Where are we going?
Eon-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Okay, the way she worded this sounded kind of rude. I think there were better ways to say it.
Traveler?
Where the hell are we going? We're going here. Oh my god, please tell me that I have to climb the rock. Yes! 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 Oh my god! Finally! Oh my god. This is it, guys. This is the last time we climb the rock. I couldn't even fucking use the gadget. I'm such a goober, man. Ah, this motherfucking... Can I place it here? Can I place the fucking thing in the mountain? But actually, I should glide to activate the gadget. Like this. Boom. Right there. A little bit of height. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Who even started this whole climbing the rock thing? Who started it in the chat? Wait. Okay, no, for a moment I thought that it wasn't there anymore. I was like, what? What? Or you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You faintly sense what feels like someone clasping your hand. But this time it sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. I am so confused. I mean... Yeah, no, I'm still pretty confused. What the fuck? But it's mostly because of what you said, Ren. So that was the start of the game? Looking downward from this deadly height, never realizing why I fight? What are you saying, Metal Fusion? About climbing the rock? Oh, you were so excited you started writing the lyrics of a song? So what happened is... Okay, let me watch the cutscene of the start of the game again, because, like, maybe that's why I'm just so confused. Like, we're not sleeping. You say, oh, but, like, that's what kicks things in motion, but, like... But we're not sleeping there. I was sleepy.
Huh?
Genshin Impact, the initial... Bro, why does he chew so fucking loud? Dahlia, get a hold of yourself, please. Damn. Alright. Window capture. No, sorry. Where is it? We do this. And then we do this. And then, boom. So...
So...
No, not this. When you pick the character. This one. What? No. Is this actually it? No, it's not. Is it?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Here.
Across the Celestial Atlas, divided by Stardust. Atlas? New buzzword? The open cutscene shows us trying to run away. Not waking us. Yeah, but like you said that that's the start of the game. But we didn't get woken up at the start of the game.
So
Not this fucking thing, bro. When you pick the Traveler, Genshin Impact the pick Traveler cutscene. Because this one has it, but it's like, oh wait, no, it's that. It's just that it shows it as a flashback. I'm so stupid. I'm actually 1 IQ. I'm sorry.
but when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god? But when you wanted to leave and
Okay, no. When I wanted to leave.
go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
Well, like, dude. Holy shit! I didn't remember that we actually kind of cooked in this fight.
Wait! Don't go! Get my brother back!
Chat. What? What? No. What do you mean it's the start?
Surprise baptism!
It's not that. No. Because he pulled up. He pulled up. He saw the fucking key and he pulled up. Either. Continue watching. Why? What is there to watch? How does that matter? So impatient. What, are you saying that it's there? Yeah, okay. You know what? If there's nothing there, I'm ending the live stream. If there's nothing there, if I watch the rest of this cutscene and it doesn't have anything, I'm ending live stream.
Oh! Get my brother back!
There's a voice whispering on the wind. It says,
Yeah, let me
and just
shut
like
Daria.
that, the god took away my brother. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. I was completely alone from the time I
What is
woke,
his voice?
right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah,
Is this
Paimon
the same
really
VA?
owes you for that. Otherwise,
Oh no, it's Corina! No! Oh. Sorry, I had to mute Corina. So yeah, there was nothing. So yeah, there was nothing, as it turns out. As it turns out, there was nothing. Not shown, but told in the later Archon quest from 1.4. What is the 1.4 Archon quest? Which one is it? The community has chosen to mute the fly emergency code. We will be reunited. Okay, so it was the first one. It was the one about the field tillers, right? The one about ruin guards and whatnot. And what do they say in that 1.4 quest?
Let's stir things up. This should be fun.
You guys enjoy seeing me jumping around with Dahlia? I sure am enjoying myself doing that.
Surprise baptism. Sure beats taking the short way down. Let's stir things up.
You know what? His voice is actually fine. I don't know why when I heard it the first time it seemed very weird, but it's fine actually. We'll be right. The sibling woke up first, found us and told us we gotta go, man. Why were we sleeping, though? Why was either awake and we were sleeping? Oh, sleepy.
Surprise baptism. Go for it.
Okay, no, this is confusing. I think I'll just watch this stuff, like, on my own. I think, you know? I think we're done for today, you know? I've streamed for 5 hours. You guys better be glad. I want to see everyone in the comment section of this one live stream praising and complimenting me for such a task, for such a feat. Yeah, I'll see you guys not tomorrow, because apparently I'm busy tomorrow. But perhaps in 2 days, or soon enough, alright? I most likely will be on Zenlist though, not on Genshin. Alright, have a good one, gamers.